Hi, welcome to Cloud Tech Bucket. So on previous video, we completed the VMware manager setup and the appliance configurations. So on this step, we're going to make our cluster things, the groups, the clouds things. So before moving to the infrastructure setup, let's see one more thing. So in our node, if we run IP space A, we can see that our ENS33 IP has been migrated to the breeze interface, which is MZMT. So it's called MZMT, and it takes over all of our IP address and the settings, whatever we are having here. So it's migrated through this breeze interface. So what it did, we copied this file. Let me go to the city etc net plan. If you run ls, so as you can see here, previously we are having a file here which is called 50.base.yml. So if we run this folder, enter this folder, so we can see the original 50.cloud.init.yml file is there. So once we install that VM manager, it makes a backup of our network settings on ENS33, and it's create these two interface the YML configurations file for us. So what I did, I copied these two file 01-base.yml and 60-mbm-mzmt.yml to my node 2 and node 3. So let me show you. On my node 3, I already copied to this location. As you can see, if I run ls here, so you can see that I already copied this copied those two file here, and I have the original file here. So what I will do, I will make a temporary folder here. So I will name this temporary folder as my all host has. So I will make a directory here which will be this directory, and I will move this file to my mbm directory. mbm directory. So if I run ls there, as you can see, we have these two files now. So what I will do, I will edit these two files, as I have copied these two files from my node 1. So the IP address for my node 3 ENS34, it will be 43. Right, quite. I will edit this file. So here it will also be 43. So if you want, you can configure the breeze interface by running HPE-VM. But in my case, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just simply copying this, and I am applying this setup. So net plan, apply. So let's see if it's created that management breeze interface for us. Yes, we can see we have this open b switch, and then it makes us a file which is mzmt, and we can see the IP address is there. So now on all of my 3 hosts, here and here we can see we have all the setup is same. So we have MZMT interface here. And this node we have the same MZMT network here, and here we have also MZMT network. So seems all good in all of the all of the server machines. So we will go and try to create a cluster by this 3 node. So let's see what happens then. So we'll go to infrastructure, then groups. We'll create a group first. So I will name this group as my local HPE VME. And then from here we can select any repository. So I am selecting, I can select any of them. Okay, let's see if we select Morpheus console. Okay. Then we'll create a cloud here. So we'll create a Morpheus cloud, which will be private cloud, and I will name it as a BME. Code is fine. I will name it BME. And inventory existing instance, that's fine. We want to see the virtual machines, what belongs to our first host. Then group, so local HPE VME. Next, we'll click on complete. So we created groups, and then we created a class cloud by selecting the Morpheus. So you can also integrate the VMware vCenter here, but as we are running the free version, so you cannot integrate the vCenter. Okay. So we have this cluster. We have this cloud unit, so which is VME name. So now we will add the cluster. So you can go ahead into the cluster folder and then click on add cluster. We'll select HPE VM. Then next, the group will select local HPE VME. And on cloud, we have only one cloud, which whose name is VME. So we'll name a cluster like VME CLS, or we can call it VME CL USDR VME cluster. You can put description and labels here, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so VME cluster existing on the node. We will add 3 nodes on a single shot. So as it says host name, that's up to you. You can put any name or not, that's up to you, but you have to put the IP address there. So in my case, I am putting all the host name HPE VME node 1. I'll copy these. Node 2 and node 3. The IP address will be 10.10.2.0.41. I'll copy this. 42. So SSH username, in my case I have username, and then password. We don't have any SSH key. So management interface. This gate we have migrated and bridged to it a management interface. So you will not select any compute interface here. no VLAN for us as we are passing through with the same interface. We'll click next. Host 10.10.200.41 not reachable. So let me just troubleshoot these. Okay, so it comes up now. So I made a mistake, like I have to check the network IP address. So in my network interface, it was an issue. So I'm adding a single host in this cluster. So I will add another 2 hosts after creating this cluster. So let's see what happens in this cluster. So if we go to the cluster, then on history we can check what's going on. So the provision stage is going on. Into the provision state, if we got any issue, then we will have to check. So let's wait here. It has 2 steps. The first step is the provision step, and the second step is post provision step. So let's have a look into here. So as you can see, the progress is going on. As you can see, the provision stage is completed. So it's running the post provision operations now. Let's wait and see how it's going on. Okay, seems post provision is also successful. Okay, so provision and post provision both are completed. If we go to summary now, we can see on versions and owners and the host. As we have added a single host, so we can see, and on the VMs we cannot see over here, so it belongs to the cloud tab. We will go and check from there. So we have compute network and the management network on same interface as we mentioned before. So let's see on the clouds tab. On host we can see one VM is there. Let's go to the clouds and click on VMs. Here we can see that yes, we have this infrastructure setup, and here we have one virtual machine which we created on host 1, I mean the node 1. So what we'll do, we will go to the cluster and into our cluster we will add rest of our node. So to add a host, we are on the cluster, and then we will have to click on the actions and then add HPE VM hypervisor. And then the name we will provide its HPE VME and not 2. And next, on the configuration plan, it will be the same. So host 10.10.2.0.42 and port is fine. user will be there, and then the password. So interface, the management interface will be this one. Storage net interface, we will configure it later. So mgmt for our compute, so we will not use any VLAN over here. Storage net interface we will select later on. Though we know that ENS34 is our storage net interface. Let's click next. Complete. Okay. So this node 2 provisioning is going on. Let's click on history and check if this provision goes smoother. Then we'll add our node 3. Okay, so VMware node 2 is also added. Let's do one thing. Let's add the node 3 hypervisor. For storage, we'll select on later. Provisioning is going on. Yep. So our VMware node 3 is also added. If we click on host, it should comes up here. Let's reload this page. Yeah. So we have all the 3 nodes there, and we can see the IP address for our nodes. So on our next video, we will configure the shared storage, and we will create the VM instance. So if you want to keep pace with us, please follow our page. Hope we'll see you soon. Have a nice time. Goodbye.